Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to use Instagram to grow your business. If this is your first time here, my name is Tasha. I'm a business coach and tax strategist, and I'm happy to say that I recently hit 5,000 followers on Instagram, and I wanted to bring my tips on using Instagram to grow your business because it has definitely helped me to grow mine. Okay, so first of all, Instagram is good for any business type, whether you're trying to sell products or services. I just checked today, and you can certainly Google this for yourself, but there are currently 1.452 billion users on Instagram, all right, around the world, and that number grows daily. Now, social media in general is definitely a major way to grow your business, and if you're not using social media, then you're really missing out, okay? As a matter of fact, just yesterday I was in this town called New Rochelle, located in New York, in a county, in Westchester County, if you're familiar with New York. But in any event, it was just like a ghost town, okay? So many stores have shut their doors permanently, and honestly, like, we hear it all the time, right? Businesses are closing down and so forth, and I highly speculate that a lot of them are relying on foot traffic and they're not on social media, okay? So they need to be putting themselves on social media. So anyway, now I'm going to give you some of the basics in case you're someone who is not yet on Instagram, or if you are someone currently on Instagram, but maybe you need to brush up a bit. Okay, so now first you want to make sure that you have a professional Instagram account, because when you first set up your Instagram account, it's by default it's going to be a personal account, and you need to go into your settings and change it to a professional account. Now when you choose the professional account, you're actually going to get the option to either be a business account or a creator account. Now you can choose business, but I'm going to be honest, in my opinion, you get much more versatility if you are a creator account. I say that because there may be times when you want to add music to certain posts, and if you're a business account, the music selection is very limited. Whereas the creator account, you'll have the option to choose songs that are trending on the radio and things like that, okay? But let me not confuse you, because you can actually change between each account type anytime you want. All right. So one reason you want a professional account instead of a personal account is because you get to access things like your analytics, which will be very helpful to see the kinds of people who are engaging with your account. Okay, you'll be able to see things like whether there are more men following you, more women, or engaging, vice versa, their age ranges, and lots of other details. You'll also be able to see when it's a good time to post, like maybe based on your audience, should you be posting in the mornings or the evenings, or vice versa. And don't worry about having to remember to post during specific times, because there are several tools you can use to schedule your posts. For example, I use a tool called Later, which you can find at later.com. All right, and I'll leave a link in the description box. Now, there is a subscription fee to use Later, but honestly, if you want to make sure that you're reaching your target audience at those specific times, it's probably just worth, paying the subscription fee, and it's probably worth it. And don't forget that it is tax deductible to you. All right. Okay, so now you want to make sure you have a professional headshot, or as close to professional as possible. Or if you want to be represented by your logo as your account image, that's fine too. It really just depends on what type of products or services you're selling and how you want to be branded, okay? You'll also want to make sure your display name is in alignment with your name, the name of your business or your personal name or whatever. Okay, you want to be recognized. For example, I used to call myself Entrepreneur Help Desk on Instagram, and after I took a business coaching program, because even the coach needs a coach, okay, I actually changed my name to Coach Tasha with an underscore, okay? And yes, if you didn't realize, my name is pronounced Tasha, the K is silent, all right? So yes, it's Coach Tasha with the underscore, all right? Now, you also want to make sure that your bio lets people know in a few words who you are, what you do, who you serve, and the kinds of results that you deliver, or what your products are about. Okay, if you're not too good at putting something together, I recommend like searching on YouTube for a few videos where they're teaching you like how to write better Instagram bios, and all of that. Okay, there's a lot of them out there. All right, you can also search out other Instagram accounts in your field and look for a few of those to kind of get an idea of what they're saying and maybe get inspired on how you should word your bio. But don't overthink this, okay? So now I've gotten the basics out the way. All right, let's move on to what you should be doing on Instagram. Now I'm letting you know I'm just letting you know what has worked for me, and keep in mind that sometimes Instagram makes a lot of changes, so it's definitely a good idea to follow them on Instagram. You should definitely be reading their blog posts, okay? This way you can just stay in the loop. All right. Let me also say that growing your business is not about trying to do everything yourself. Sometimes it's a good idea to leave it to the experts called freelancers, okay, which you can find some really good ones on websites like Fiverr, Upwork, okay, and many others. All right. So there's so many social media managers or virtual assistants who specialize in social media, and sometimes it's just worth spending the money to delegate that. Okay, I actually recently hired a social media manager, and she engages with people in my audience, and she's really, really helping me to gain more, followers who fit my niche, okay? And please don't ever buy followers, all right? So now, if you have nothing else, if there's nothing else that you do need to do on Instagram, is to be consistent. All right, that's really, really important. Okay, you got to be consistent. You need to decide like how often you're going to be posting. Okay, one of the newest features they're using is called Reels. All right, it kind of reminds you of TikTok videos, which is exactly why they created Reels. Okay, it's one of their newest features, and you can record yourself doing videos and all kind of things. All right. I would also recommend still posting on the standard post, because when people first go to your Instagram page and they go to your post or whatever, they are going to be able to see your grid. So you don't want it to, look like there's nothing there. So still do that, okay? Still be occasionally posting there, but you do primarily, I would say, want to focus on Reels, okay? I'm not going to go into like a full-blown training on how to do that. There's, like I said, there's dozens of YouTube videos out here that can show you how to post on Reels, all right? So you can also, like I said, leave it to the experts, hire freelancers to like help you get this all straight. But it's definitely still good for you to be familiar with, how to do these things, okay? So, one of the other things that is super important is what to post. Now, you can always be posting for people. Don't always be posting like buy my stuff, okay? You want to be posting things that educate your potential customer about your industry or what you do to help others, or if you're posting content that's going to entertain them or motivate them, all right? But those are really like the three pillars: educate, entertain, or motivate. All right. One thing I like about Reels is that you can do something called remixing, which is a feature where you can use someone else's Reels to remix and do like a split screen and show your reaction to the video that you're remixing. Okay. So it's really, really a cool feature. All right. You also want to make sure you're posting in the story, and make sure you put your link to whatever you're posting in your story. If it's like a link to your blog post, or maybe a link to something on your website or a product you sell, okay, you want to make sure you put that link in your story. All right, that's one good thing that this feature allows you to do. All right, so I would highly recommend that you take some time to take like a mini course on Instagram, and I would actually include some links in the description box where there'll be some Instagram courses that you can take, and you'll actually be able to view any course that you're interested in and see if you want to take it. Okay. Now, let me also mention that if you want to be coached by me, all right, on establishing your brand and building your presence on Instagram. All right, that's also part of my coaching. All right, overall, my business coaching program, it focuses on areas like business foundation, business marketing, business operations, taxes, of course, business credit, financial matters. Okay, you'll find the link in my description box. Now, let me quickly go over hashtags. Using hashtags can really help to increase the chances of people in your specific market to find you. Okay, I use an app from the App Store called Hashtags, and there's so many others, all right? But using these apps are really helpful because you can plug in your keyword and then it'll like kick out suggested hashtags that you should use that are not like overly saturated, because you definitely don't want to be using anything that like that's already been used like over 1 million times, because it just pushes it too far down. Okay, so definitely don't do that. A good way to see other suggestions, you can also use the search feature in Instagram. As you type certain hashtags, it'll show you other suggested hashtags. Okay, that's how a lot of people find me. One of the hashtags I use is called, I think it's like business owner problems or something like that, but a lot of people find me on that and so many other things. All right, but people literally use hashtags to search things out, even for restaurants. You know, I do that sometimes when I'm like in a state or in a town or whatever that I'm not too familiar with, and I may be looking for somewhere good to eat. I'm looking up hashtags with restaurant and then the town that I'm in. Okay, so don't underestimate the power of hashtags. Now, there's also a feature called direct message, and this is where people sometimes will reach out in your DM and they're going to ask you certain questions or whatever, but you get a chance to engage with them one-on-one and, you know, build a little connection there, or either refer them to, you know, one of your links, or refer them to something that you have, or to maybe book you for something. So the whole point of it is that you can use that as a feature. Okay, so let's do a recap. We talked about having a professional Instagram account. We talked about the importance of sticking to a posting schedule. We talked about apps that you can use. We talked about the 3 main pillars of content you should be using. Okay, we talked about tapping into various features offered by Instagram. So I do hope you got a lot of value out of this video. Okay, make sure you like and comment and let me know, let the community know if you're currently doing certain things to grow your Instagram. Help us all out. Let's all help each other out. All right, and I do thank you all for watching. If you want, you can also book me for a one-on-one consultation if you're not quite ready for coaching, or maybe you just want to zero in only on this whole Instagram thing. You can definitely book me for a one-on-one consultation. Okay, but I do thank you all for watching. I see you all in the next video, and take care.